Hi, everyone. Let me just turn up the lighting here. It's a little dark here because I'm just chilling and doing recordings today. So I feel like I have coffee on my nose. Anyhow, whatever that may be. Doing recordings today and just sending them out. But I did want to post a video, and the best video I could think of for topic wise. Hi, Sandra. Instead of doing the weekly just yet, we'll do the weekly tomorrow live. I'm going to do an 18 card spread. It's offered on my website, atouchoftarot.com. I do think some people may be sending emails to the wrong uh, email because I'm not getting them and they say they're sending them on the comments. And you can book it. It's actually on sale right now. It's like almost half off. So this is going to be an example. It's the collective example, which usually goes a little bit longer than the regular reading, but I'm going to get right to it. There's 6 questions. What is your person thinking about you? And I'm asking about twins right now because there's a strong twin energy out there. And if you don't use the word twin, it's like your person, okay? The person who you are deeply connected to, that you think about in the morning, that you think about at night before you go to sleep. When you do things, the person that's on your mind, in the back of your mind when you're doing things, and that really is how that twin connection is. It's kind of like every action you take. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the likes and thumbs up and all that. Every action you take when you're with your twin, in the back of your mind, it really does kind of have to do with them, whether or not we want to admit it. I'll admit it. Literally, like even my acts of kindness and stuff, like, you know, I always keep my person in mind, everything. It's very interesting. So that's what I'm saying when I say twin, and I'm pulling it for your person right now because we're all dealing with this crazy energy and we all want to know, what is my person thinking, especially if you're in separation. I did a video yesterday in regards to that, and I'll tell you what your person is thinking. I wrote the message down because I had an argument with your person yesterday before I did the video. Is I've always loved you, and they want you to know this. That's the surprise message that was in the video. It really is that they want you to know that through everything, even if you've been in separation, you are the one on their mind. You are the one that they are truly in love with. They may love many other people. They've always truly loved you. So keep that in mind, okay? Let's begin. This is such a weird reading the way this came out. And usually I will tell you, if you get this as a personal reading, you will get 3 cards each question. It's very rarely I will accept a 4th card because I like to keep it very simple. This is a very short reading when you get it because it's just meant to give you some basic info. But here, this is really interesting. You're going to see what happened in the first question, and even the last question turned out a little weird. I don't want to be dropping cards. I realize sometimes I drop cards and they go like in there. Anyhow, let's get on to this. What is your person thinking about you? 3 minutes in. Okay, it starts now. What is your person thinking about you? So it's not what are they thinking about you, or it is, but it's how do they think of you? That is the better way to word it so I can explain this better. So the person that you're thinking of thinks of you as someone who is honestly a very hard worker, who is determined to get what they want in life. They see you as someone who is prudent and like they know what they want. You are very focused on what you want. You will not allow, in most cases, I don't know why I'm being corrected to say that. In most cases, you will not allow people to penetrate through your wall, through your beliefs. You will stand up for what you want and what you believe in. And your person sees this in you. They see something about you about being very hardworking, also loving what you do, or at least if you don't love everything you do for work, you take time and you do it with care, regardless. You have a high level of respect for whatever work it is that you do, whether or not you like it, because I don't know if you like it or not here. But they do see you as a hard worker. Now, this is they also think of you as, we got 2 kings, the King of Wands and the King of Cups. And what that just told me is they think so much about wanting to rush into you. And so that's not really what they think of you so much, but that's the message I got when I see that. Like they just want to rush into you right now. It's really interesting. For some of you, you may notice there's this energy, and I honestly pick up like this sexual energy as well when I talk to people. it's really weird because a lot of us, we were already in separation with our person before this, and now we're still in separation, but it's like these sexual desires and thoughts are coming up. I don't know if it's because everyone's in this deep isolation, but even people I've talked to that they don't normally talk like that to me. They say stuff like, like, what else is there to do right now? For the ones that are locked up with their person or with a person that they actually are interested in. Because the other aspect of it is people are getting tired of each other and realizing right now, like, I don't want to be here. But for many, like I'm getting the vibe that there's this energy of desire is a good way to put it. And it's almost like because the space is forced on us, your person is desiring you even more. They have this opportunity to really look at all these things that they find very attractive with you. And I love when I see a king on the horse. Usually the king is sitting, and in this deck, they are action oriented unless the horse is not moving. So this just tells me this person, they want to rush it. They want to come in. They're very passionate about you. Very passionate is the energy there. Okay. So they think of you as someone that they are very attracted to. They're very passionate about. They also see the passion within you about what you do and everything you do. Like I said, whether or not you work a job that you love, because it's not telling me you work a job you love, but it's telling me that you take care in whatever work you do, even if it's not actually like work, like getting paid for work. I don't know why I pretend I have a watch, like a 9 to 5, probably because when you're at a job, you just want to look at your clock and leave. But let me get a Kleenex. So let's go to the next question. How do they feel about you? You got the Ace of Pentacles, you got the Tower, and you got the Nine of Pentacles. And now, as I even say it, I pick up more messages. But the first message I got, I remember when I saw this, there was an energy here of like, you're worth waiting for. They feel that everything will happen in due time when it is meant to, because this is about a pause. But you can't stop the green from growing. You can't stop the truth from coming out. You can't stop, this is like the rose that grows through the cement. This is something that is inevitably going to happen. Whatever needs to break down here, whatever structures need to get brought down. And what I pick up here with this Tower card specifically is it's in the head. It's a lot of beliefs, patterns, and old beliefs that have to be separated. You have this person, whoever has to separate from these old beliefs. So what your person is feeling about you right now is that there will be this moment when you can be together, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here. And in this deck, it's actually a masculine. And it's almost like they're taking a pause and smelling the sunflowers and, coming back up again. But the way your person feels about you, bottom line, deep attraction, even though this is on pause, this is not over. The growth is still happening, even when you're not in connection or communication. Your person also wants to make a very, I don't know the word I'm getting, like come strong, I don't know, come forth with a very strong delivery of love, probably. Something very strong. It's very strong. And it's almost like this person wants to bring no more singleness. They don't, this is what they're feeling about you. They don't want you to be single either. They want to create this. But as I said, there's something in between, and it looks like the blockage may also be some sort of a structural situation or also mental. I think that even if this person is in a situation they have to get over and overcome, the real challenge is in their mind of being able to let it go and to move forward. So it's how do they feel about this union happening right now? Okay. Like, how do they think about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about this situation, this union? And to be honest, they are feeling very defeated at this time. Probably for many of you, you have tried again. This is the Five of Swords. And in this deck, what this shows me is that this person has tried to free themselves from a heartbreaking situation, a situation that just, whether it's heartbreaking or not, wasn't making them happy. but there's a woman standing over them. Now, this woman can represent any female dominating figure, whether it be a wife or a mother or a boss or whatever it may be, a sister, you know, it can be anyone. It's like every time this person tries to release themselves from a situation that is stopping them from going to love what they truly want to love. Like, I'm thinking of the karmic cards, and the Three of Swords has the bird and the wings are cut off and the heart is like torn out. But every time this person goes to try and complete a cycle, because the Ten of Cups is there as well, goes and tries to say goodbye and move forward, there's something that happens and they're defeated. Once again, we don't have the failure card here, do we? No. Which is my card of try again. It's like this person doesn't even get to try. There's something there with that. It's almost like before they even get to take the action, their mind already fucks with them. And then there's some other person hovering around that's like, you're not doing it. It's not happening. You know, this really could also be a very mothering energy. And a lot of the people that you are with a karmic that is representing their mother situation or their mother figure or whatever it may be, mother issues. And I'll tell you from firsthand, because I'm just getting a memory of someone I personally know, and it was their actual mother. They also had a karmic that was very challenging and evil, dark, whatever you want to call it. But it was this person's mother who obviously they love their mother. They're visiting their mother regularly. They're taking care of their mother. But she was so negative. And it's like, I just remember like everything this person did to better themselves when I was there, because I was close to this situation. The mom, because she was so old fashioned, she would put it down. Like, don't invest your money. Don't buy this. Don't change your job. That's what this lady was saying. And for me, it didn't matter because that's not happening. I'm not listening to that shit. But the person she was saying it to, it was her own birthed family, like, you know, her son. It really affected him until, you know, she had passed. And really, like, it's sad that she was so stuck in her ways. And I think it probably does affect him afterwards still, a little bit. But I would see it and just think, wow, like that person is so ambitious and so ready to do things. And there's this voice, like you can't tell people things. And that's the problem. And this person would always be so excited about a new project they started. You really got to kind of keep things in, even to some of your own friends. And I've told you this, where I have a few friends, very spiritual. I don't have many friends. But there's even times when I cannot say things to them. I don't know if they mean to. I don't know if it's purpose. I don't know, and I don't care, to be honest. But they'll have the negative undertone where, no, I don't think that could work. And I'm looking at them like, aren't you supposed to be spiritual? Like, who are you? But, you know, I don't say that, and I don't argue it. I just learned to shut your mouth. You know, don't tell everyone everything, because you don't even need to work against that restrictive energy that they send to you, because you can conquer it. You can get over it. But you don't need to waste your time having to fight with your mind and be like, oh, forget what they said. Forget what that comment was. Forget about it. That takes a lot of energy, okay? So I'm just feeling an energy here almost. It's like maybe this person would go to leave a marriage because it's 10 of Cups, right? Something that served its purpose, even though it was happy, not happy, whatever it may have been. And like maybe the mother says, no, you can't do that. No, you're going to lose everything. No. Or even if the mother is the karmic person, maybe the karmic's like, no, you don't want to do that. You're going to lose everything. You want to leave me? Go ahead. Anyhow, I don't know if I mentioned the last card there, Two of Pentacles. There's just this energy where this person just doesn't know what to do about the situation. They do want change. They are not satisfied. They're actually in a situation where there's no satisfaction. And I feel like your person may not have an unsatisfied hunger, but what they're getting is not satisfying them. Like they're not trying to get anymore. They're trying to get out is what I get. Okay. So how do they feel about the union? Do they want to make this work? And well, we do have the Nine of Cups, which is a definite yes. They do want to make it work, but that's not the answer here. The answer here is that they see where their happiness is. They see it's not in the situation that they're in where they've run this course and they've fulfilled this course. they see them. It's like they're on the edge of the cliff. Both of these cards, there's two people on the edge of the cliff. I'm just getting like kind of a double message here too, where it's like you make a choice. You want to jump the cliff? Do you want to worry about what's going to happen? Or do you want to just say, who knows? And right now, that's the challenge here. Because this person's looking forward optimistically. Look at 3 of Wands. No blockages there. Actually, nothing but love, nothing but flames, nothing but possibilities. But when they go to take that jump, because this Fool card faces the past, and when they go to take that jump, their fears from the past come in and challenge them and scare the shit out of them, even though they're very aware that the happiness is going to be releasing themselves from a past situation, is even what it's saying, from that completion that they know exists here with that 10 of Cups. And, you know, I pick up a message too for some of them. They're just having a hard time just moving forward in general with anything, completing anything, and just realizing it's run its course. Okay. So anyhow, do they want to? Yes, but they are definitely in this limbo. In 2 minds. It's interesting because I did a reading today for someone and they got the 2 mind card, and it literally talks about someone. I feel like it should be right here. It literally talks about someone who constantly will not make up their mind. Here it is right here. So they've never really made a full decision. And some of you will recognize that in your person. When you ask for a direct answer, they'll never give it to you. And it's not that they can't. They're just, I guess, afraid to make a decision. It's what they're used to. They're used to kind of deferring away. You know, there's so many times I would ask my person and be like, we need to talk. We need to speak up. And then he'd be like, I'm busy right now. You know, Monday's not a good day. And I'm like, don't even, right? Like, I'm about to point out all the things, but it's like, not even make another, like, not even say when they're not going to be busy, not even say when we can talk about this. Just like, you know, pushing away the actual issue and getting in touch with the actual issue. So I do understand that when I see that energy, your person is kind of avoiding their happiness. That's the best way to put it. Okay. So near future, this is really interesting. The near future possible actions that will be taken here. So these 2 cards came out together, the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, and that equals a 6 of Cups for me right now. And I'll tell you why I say that, because the near future is about someone kind of finally getting an understanding of what's important. In this 5 of Cups, there's disappointment. But it's because the person is really realizing there's disappointment in what they're doing, in the situation that they are allowing to basically control everything. And it really is a small situation in a sense. When you really think about it, like, you don't want to be there. It shouldn't be that difficult to leave, right? Anyhow, point being, I do feel like this person is being very nostalgic about the love they have and the love that they're depriving themselves from. And it's really interesting because the Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, and I don't normally do this, but for collective readings, I make many exceptions. The Wands, the Queen of Wands. So we have, like, you know, this energy here. But the fact that it was in reverse, and I knew not to switch it. I'm like, no, like, because I didn't actually see it flip out in reverse. It came out in reverse, which means it may have been in my deck in reverse or whatever. It was meant to come out. This is the honest message I'm connecting from this Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles card for me is actually the card of an energy of a female who makes the masculine feel so weird. You know, he's coming forward as a goat. He doesn't feel like he's a king of pentacles when it comes to this person. He feels like he has to, I don't know, quiver and shiver and come in a certain way to approach. This person can return to the person they want to return to, the person they're passionate about. And it was interesting because for the final message, we got 2 cards. No, we got more because I pulled more, which I don't normally do. We got the King of Pentacles and the Strength card. And so right away, the message I got is here's that connection with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This person has to get the strength to leave this situation, plain and simple. Now, I asked for more, which I don't normally do. And it's really interesting. We had the High Priestess, the Star, and the Queen of Cups. And it tells me that this is a destined situation that is going to happen. The exact way it's meant to. There's definitely, I didn't look further yet, and I'm not going to really, but I'll just say with the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords, there's an ending, and it comes back to mental. This person has to free themselves. Memories of the past is what I get. Like there's just something they have to free themselves from, stop comparing themselves to. The final message here, which this is exactly what the last question is just what's the final message, is that this is a destined, fated event. 1 second, with the Queen of Cups, this is like, no, but there's something more because fated event. It's important. You know, what this is also saying is that for some of you, your person might be chasing some dreams right now. You guys have like a similar energy, but different things, where I see one person kind of doing internal dreams and then one person kind of chasing external dreams. Doesn't matter. This is fated to happen when it's meant to. I will pull one more card, and I will pull it from this deck. Let's see. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Awesome. Let's see what we get here. Wow. Flowering. This is beautiful. I want to say this is the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not sure, but we're going to read up on it. It's something that's very earthy and very beautiful here. This energy is beautiful. Let's see what we get here. Flowering. So there could be some serious growth that comes from this once there's a release. Let me just get to this one. Flowering. This is the Queen of Rainbows in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright actual position, which is very powerful energy here, especially in this deck of cards. The Queen of Rainbows is like a fantastic plant that has reached the aspects of its flowering and its colors, the apex. She is very sexual, very alive, and full of possibilities. She snaps her fingers to the music of love, and her zodiac necklace is placed in the way that Venus lies over her heart. So you guys can have some very strong Venus energies. I know I have a strong Venus energy. The sleeve of her garment contains an abundance of seeds. You know, I'm getting this message again as well. I need to look at something here. I always tell you guys, there's similarities with you and the person that they're with. And it's really interesting because, you know, the final message is coming up as this Queen of Abundance. And I do feel that the Divine Feminine is a Queen of Abundance. Like, this is the most beautiful Queen of Pentacles I see. Like, this is a real, like, energy I could get from you guys. And I'm even seeing the black and the white dynamics here. But the third or another message I'm getting is for some of you, this person couldn't come forward to you at this time and give you what you needed at this time. Though they do want to return to you, there is some other things that they are dealing with. And yeah, I know that one of the things they're dealing with is confronting the person that they are with, and being honest and saying, I don't want to be here. I don't feel right. But there's another message I just got there, which has to do with and it could be tied together. The person didn't feel right in this situation. Okay. So that's a side message. Okay. Zen wants you living in abundance, living in totality, living intensely, not at the minimum. This is not my wording. This is the book. You know, I don't get into religion, but here we go. Not at the minimum as Christianity wants you. but at the maximum, overflowing. Your life should reach to others. Your life should reach to others. Your blissfulness, your benediction, your ecstasy should not be contained within you like a seed. You know, I don't know much about Christianity, but I do listen to Joel Osteen, and I do realize that when he preaches, it's about being abundant. It's awesome. It's he says, like, I don't know exactly what the Bible says. I'm honest about this, but he says you're supposed to thrive. You're supposed to have everything so you can show other people and let them see and want to be like you too, and everyone thrive here. So I kind of feel like that might be where the Christianity says, you know, it's kind of where they're like, don't do this and don't do that, or you're going to get in trouble. But it depends what perception you have on it. You know, I don't know if God's punishing you. I would say God would want you to thrive. So it should open like a flower and spread its fragrance to all and sun-dry, whatever that means. Not only to the friends, but to the strangers too. This is real compassion. This is real love. Sharing your enlightenment, sharing your dance of the beyond. And that message, closing with that message, because I was asking for a closing message. Your person just, you need to be thankful for the karmic, because the karmic has shown the person that you're thinking about what true love is, because of the fact that it's not there. So now they're able to see, like, I'm telling you, I pick up this thing, like, you guys have some sort of similarities, but it's not at the same time. Maybe because you're the responsible version, you know, Queen of Pentacles in reverse is not responsible, immature. And, you know, you are coming up beyond the Queen of Pentacles. Like, look at this, the flower, the seed, the one that can plant things and make things abundant. Your person realizes it must suck for some of them, because I get this message often where they made the wrong choice. And for some of them, it's not that they made the wrong choice, because it's not like they had you two there, you know, but now they see like, oh, I wish I didn't just jump in to that choice at that time, because given these choices, I would not be there. But that doesn't even matter either, because everyone had to do what they had to do to get where we are now. And if your person hadn't been with that karmic that's coming up as the reverse Queen of Pentacles, would they know what this is? Would they have something to compare it to? I don't know. I mean, but that's a good point. And look at here. And what's interesting here is this Ace of Cups that came out with this reverse, you know, and this energy here is rainbow. It is. And I told you, this person realizes with the Five of Cups and this, they realize where the true love is. The true love is here in their beautiful seed of abundant queen here. Okay. Flowering queen. So that is the 18 card spread. If you want to look at the card comparison, there is no comparison.